Hi, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about just like a little introduction to amino acids. So here you see a general structure of an amino acid, and I have labeled the one amine group. That's where amino comes from. And on the right we have an acid group. That's where the acid comes from, and it's an organic molecule that has both an amine end and an acid end. And here in the center is where each amino acid deviates from one another. It's the side chain, an R group. It could be as simple as a hydrogen, or it could be as complex as a cyclic group, depending on what amino acid we're talking about. And in your book you can see all of these 20 amino acids that differ in their R group by their side chains. Some of these are nonpolar, some of them are polar, some acidic, some basic, some neutral. And this is the diversity for all of the amino acids in our bodies. 11 of these our body can synthesize. 9 of them are known as essential, that we cannot synthesize, that we have to get from our diets. But that's not what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to talk a little bit more about these amino acids. They make up proteins. So let's bring forth a little chain of 3 amino acids. Here's amino acid 1, amino acid 2, and amino acid 3. And as you can see, the bonds that bond these amino acids together are actually amide bonds. They're called peptide bonds, but they're actually amide bonds. And we see one here, and we see one here. And each amino acid will differ by its R group. Here's just a structure of 3 amino acids. And a protein is nothing more than a polymer of many amino acids, tens to hundreds to thousands. But this is the basic structure of what a protein looks like, just a lot longer than this. But in this homework, you're going to be looking at different amino acids, and you're going to be analyzing the side chains with regard to acidity or polarity. And these side chains are what gives the proteins their structure. And you'll see in the chapter where we talk about proteins that all the interactions of all these side chains will cause the particular shapes of the proteins, the particular secondary and tertiary, and if there are multiple chains, quaternary structure of the proteins. So hopefully this will give you a little bit more of an introduction for your reading.